The Nissan GT-R turns the Big 5-0 next year, an impressive milestone in the auto business. To celebrate, the Japanese company has greenlit production of the most powerful and priciest GT-R variant to date, the GT-R50 by Italdesign. Only 50 of these slick limited edition speed demons will be built by the famed Italian coach builder founded by Giorgio Giugiaro at a cost equivalent to $1.1 million per. The GT-R50 by Italdesign has a price tag almost 10 times higher than a stock GT-R. And that's for a base model. Each GT-R50 can be transformed into a one-of-one-a-kind creation for an additional fee, which varies depending on the work needed to be done. The owner is only hindered by the size of his or her imagination and bank account. Purity of purpose has always been the GT-R's main appeal among speed fiends. Its power and driving dynamics are unmatched in the price range, so it dominates on the streets. Enthusiasts lovingly refer to the car as Godzilla for how fiercely the 600 horsepower V6 erupts when the car's accelerator is pushed. While the latest version of the GT-R is more mannerly than its predecessors, the enhancements haven't dampened the car's performance or dynamic prowess. They have only made the car easier to drive, inspiring confidence in less experienced drivers and tempting those who are experienced to go even faster. With all-wheel drive, a powerful turbocharged V6 engine, and a quick-shifting 6-speed automatic transmission, the GT-R has a top speed of close to 200 miles an hour. The prototype for the GT-R50 was originally unveiled at the 2018 Goodwood Festival of Speed in the United Kingdom this past summer. Alfonso Albiza, Nissan Global Head of Design says, "Goodwood is a celebration of design, performance, a little indulgence and a lot of love of historic and future automotive creativity. It's the perfect setting to showcase a unique vehicle that will stir the imagination of people to dream even bigger." At the time, Nissan had no plans to release the vehicle to the public. But what started out as a what-if design experiment gained a lot of momentum and customer interest, leading to the production-ready model. So, what do you get for almost $1 million over the asking price of a stock GT-R? Even though the GT-R50 is a much more exclusive machine than its more pedestrian sibling, the 7-figure machine is still a beast at heart. The first difference is edgy bodywork, made mostly of aluminum and carbon fiber. It is developed, engineered and hand-built in Turin by Italdesign, who celebrated its 50th anniversary this year. Despite the Italian artisan's history of designing gorgeous coachwork for automakers ranging from DeLorean to Volkswagen, the GT-R50's distinctive visuals are the work of Nissan's European and American design studios. The exterior has what Albiza describes as a car-within-a-car look. Sections in both the front and the back appear as if they're emerging from within the rest of the car. Key design features include a pronounced power bulge on the hood, stretched LED headlights, a lowered roofline, and prominent samurai blade cooling outlets behind the front wheels. Underneath the more aggressive exterior, the GT-R50 is based on the 2018 Nissan GT-R Nismo. The engineers at NISMO, Nissan's in-house performance division, used their F1 pedigrees to hand-assemble and tune their twin-turbocharged 3.8-liter V6 to produce 110 additional horses than the GT-R NISMO and 94 more foot-pounds of torque. Upgrades include high-flow, large-diameter GT3 comp-spec twin turbos, enlarged intercoolers, heavy-duty crankshaft, pistons, connecting rods, reworked intake and exhaust, beefed-up dual-clutch gearbox and a reinforced differential. The rear suspension uses Bilstein continuously variable dampers, there are huge Brembo brakes, and Michelin Pilot Super Sport rubber wrapped around 21-inch carbon fiber wheels. So, is the GT-R50 worth the 7-figure premium? However, one thing is for certain, this vision of a Godzilla is more monstrous than ever before and its power potentially frightening.
A Subaru Outback driver found themselves in a rather sticky situation in Beverly Hills a couple days ago after curiously driving up onto a parked Tesla Model S. These two images, released by the Beverly Hills Police Department on social media, show the Outback with his passenger side front wheel resting on the C-pillar of the Model S. On first impressions, the images aren't entirely convincing and you may be left wondering if they're the work of a Photoshop artist. However, we're inclined to believe that they're real since they were released by the Beverly Hills Police Department and it is far too early for an April Fool's joke. According to authorities, the Subaru driver aggressively swerved to avoid a fox or a dog. What is particularly interesting about the whole scene is that neither the Subaru or Tesla appear to have suffered any significant cosmetic damage in the incident. Admittedly, the images are quite poor quality so it is hard to be sure, but it seems apparent that neither car will require any seriously repairs. With it being said, the Subaru may have suffered some suspension damage which could be rather costly to fix. However, things could have been much worse. If the Subaru was traveling slightly faster, it likely would have rolled onto its roof after hitting the Tesla, potentially injuring the driver.
The match is set and Nissan is ready to serve up its latest concept vehicles at the 2019 Tokyo Auto Salon next month. Brand ambassador and Japanese tennis Grand Slam champ Naomi Osaka helped design a funky X-Trail, you know it better as the Rogue, compact crossover SUV that looks like it may have rolled off the set of a Marvel movie. Apparently, the little SUV's matte black and gold exterior was inspired by one of Osaka's favorite hats, and it also sports a black interior with tan leather accents. Also on display is another partnership with the tennis star, but this one will be offered to the public, a limited edition Nissan GT-R in Midnight Opal, a tasty shade of dark purple with a tan and black interior that Nissan says Osaka helped choose. It's also available in white or black, and Nissan says it will build 50 of the special GT-RS. It features LED high-mounted brake lights on its carbon fiber rear wing and gets a numbered gold plate under the hood. The car will only go on sale in Japan and pricing will be announced at the show. Nissan also created the Wacky Juke adventure concept complete with snow tracks and a white, black, and neon green livery that looks like a leftover from Nissan's Star Wars tie-up. It's the latest in a string of tracked vehicles Nissan has created over the past few years. The Juke is no longer available here but continues to be sold elsewhere in the world. The Japanese automaker will also show a box-heel Grand Sports premium concept minivan, a Nissan Formula E car, and a handful of other cool toys that will probably never make it to our shores.
There are currently no new compact vehicles with a truck bed on the market. Full-size trucks like the Chevy Silverado, Ford F-150, and Ram 1500 are massive, and even the Colorado, Ranger, and Jeep Gladiator aren't exactly small. Small cars with truck beds such as El Camino, Ranchero, and Rampage are long dead, and even the Australians have given up on utes like the Ford Falcon and Holden Maloo. Realistically, the only way to buy an affordable truck that isn't enormous is to get something like a Toyota Tacoma. While an old Tacoma will likely get the job done, it isn't what we'd call sporty, and used prices are abnormally high compared to other vehicles. Luckily, there is one forgotten ute out there we think you could buy if you are in the market for a small, sporty vehicle with a bed, the Subaru Baja. Why you should buy one? If you've never seen a Subaru Baja before, you're probably wondering what the hell it is. The Baja was a small, unibody vehicle built with a bed of a pickup truck. It was sold in the US for just 4 model years, 2003 to 2006, before it was discontinued due to slow sales. All Baja models were built at Subaru's US plant in Lafayette, Indiana, and shared a platform and bodywork with the legacy Outback. Subaru marketed the Baja as a multiple-choice vehicle, though limited advertising and controversial styling hindered sales. Only 30,000 were built during the 4-year production run, despite Subaru planning to sell 24,000 per year. Even so, the Baja won numerous awards, including the Consumer Reports' 2006 highest score for reliability in the pickup truck category, and has since earned a cult-like status on the used market. When it was new, the Baja was offered between $23,000 and $28,000 depending on year, engine, and options. Despite being over 15 years old in some cases, the Baja has managed to hold its value relatively well, not unlike other Subaru models. Not all Baja models were created equally, and there are 2 very specific features you should be looking for: a manual transmission and a turbocharged engine. When the Baja was first introduced in 2003, the only engine option was a 2.5-liter boxer for producing 173 horsepower, mated to either a 4-speed automatic or a 5-speed manual. In 2004, Subaru introduced a more powerful turbocharged motor, which bumped output up to 210 horsepower. By 2006, the turbocharged EJ255 motor produced 230 horsepower, which is not too shabby for a roughly 3,500-pound vehicle. By no means is the Baja reliable for a full-size truck, given its measly 885 to 1,070-pound payload towing capacity. However, if you only need the bed to haul smaller items and are willing to sacrifice payload for performance, the Baja is an ideal motor. Even with the automatic, the Baja will hit 60 mph in 7.3 seconds and complete the quarter mile in 15.7 seconds. Since this is a turbocharged Subaru, there are tuners out there who will be happy to extract more power from the EJ engine. In terms of cargo capacity, the Baja offers 42 inches of bed space, which trails Chevy's failed sporty pickup, the SSR. Subaru knew the bed capacity was a bit small, so it cleverly designed an opening into the cabin for larger items. With the rear seats folded down, the Baja allows for nearly 7.5 feet of space. There was also an optional bed extender, allowing for even more space. The trade-off for the small amount of bed space is improved fuel economy. The most efficient Baja, an automatic non-turbo model, was rated at 21/28 mpg city highway. Opting for the turbocharged manual model lowers these figures to 18 and 23 respectively. Some modern pickup trucks can match these figures, though trucks from the same period weren't nearly as efficient. Clearly, the Subaru Baja isn't for everyone. If it was, it would have sold better when it was new. Still, the Baja offers a unique experience for people who want a small, sporty car with the usability of a pickup truck. With a bit of tuning, the Baja has the potential to be an enthusiast's turbocharged dream truck at an affordable price.